Good afternoon, students. Today, I will be walking you through the essential do's and don'ts of time travel. We'll start with the basics and don't worry, we'll take it slow. It's very important that you understand the process before you get out there in the field. And to make sure you don't accidentally destroy the fabric of space-time. Now, let us begin. Time travel is a delicate process. It's not like hopping on a bus. You can't just go anywhere you want, and you certainly can't interact with the past in ways that might disrupt the space-time continuum. Think of it more as stepping through a door into another room. And that room, while seemingly identical to the one you came from, has very different rules and consequences. I can see you've already learned that each area you visit requires careful observation and respect. Don't change anything unless you absolutely must. And for the love of all things scientific, please, don't try to change anything on a whim. No petting dinosaurs, no high-fiving Cleopatra, and no buying up all the shares of a major company in the 1800s. Got it? Good. Let's move on to your first question. No, you cannot bring a pet back with you. Why? Because the energy required to transport a living being is already quite significant, let alone a passenger on top of it all. Besides, can you imagine trying to explain a dino dog to our ancestors? Or trying to bring back a mammoth and... No! Have you not been listening to any of your courses? For the love of anything that you believe in, you cannot go back in time and prevent a historical tragedy. The universe has a balance, and if you rip apart one thread of fate, the entire tapestry will unravel. Believe me, it's happened before. What would happen if you grabbed a snack in ancient Rome? Well, I suppose you could grab a piece of bread, technically, and eat it. Why would you? And if you're asking if it'll still be fresh when you return, then no. You're in the past, not your local bakery. There's no time bubble preservation. The space-time continuum doesn't work that way, and this is important. If you start bringing back all kinds of food from various eras, you're opening a very messy can of worms. All right? Please try to think before you act. Yes. Next question. Can you hang out with Albert Einstein? No, you cannot chill with Albert Einstein. Do you understand how wildly irresponsible that is? You, a complete unknown person, walking into his timeline and trying to teach him something about relativity. Do you know how many terrible things that could happen? You could inadvertently rewrite history. Albert Einstein. Chill. Do you even realize the consequences of that? No Einstein. No hanging out with any famous figures. Ever. Time travel is not a way to make new friends, especially not in the context of scientific revolution. Please, just don't. Yes, what now? Going way way into the future. No, absolutely not. We've already established that messing with history is off limits, all right? You think going into the future is any better? Just let me remind you, if you were to jump forward, let's say 100 years, for example, you might end up in a situation where everything is gone. Or even worse, you could land in a timeline where humanity's been completely wiped out. Imagine being stuck there because you decided to take a little peek. Time travel is not an amusement park. This is serious. We're not doing field trips to the end of the world just because you're curious. Now, please, focus. Are you seriously asking me if you can go back to the Big Bang and talk to it? No. The Big Bang wasn't some cosmic event where you can just stroll up and chat with it. There's no person, no consciousness to communicate with. It was an explosion of space and time itself. And, for the record, the only thing that might change if you did something like that is the existence of you. You would cease to exist. I don't know how many times I have to keep repeating this, but time travel is not a toy. Alright, you know what? All of you, just go. Please. You want to see the past, the future? You want to talk to the Big Bang or Albert Einstein or William Shakespeare? Just go. I can't deal with this anymore. I can't save the world from you. Just go. I'm sure everything will be fine. Go ahead. The timeline's probably ruined already anyways. We're all probably doomed. I don't care. Just go. Please. I'm off the clock. Oh. I hate this class.